Welcome to Military Wristwatches, and this is my review of the G-Shock men's analog digital chronograph sports watch. Model number is AW590-1A, and it's the G-Shock analog and digital chronograph sports watch. Comes in a standard box, as you can see. Nothing special about that. And what I like about the G-Shocks is they come in this sort of a nice tin. I quite like that. Nice little tin that they come in. And the manual with loads of, obviously, all the multiple languages. You will need the manual because there's obviously loads of functionality. And here's the watch. It comes in a nice, it's all nicely protected. So put that on the side. And this is the watch. And as you can see, obviously, by the title, it is an analog digital watch. Now, those of you that see my other review of my other G-Shock analog watch, I'm a great fan of the analog watch. I love G-Shocks, but I like my watches to be analog. So this is an analog watch, and then you've also got the time there, get the reflection in the digital display as well. It's more a sort of a, as I say, I'd say it's more of a sort of a sports watch than your sort of really hardcore, rugged, G-Shock Mudman type or a military watch. I mean, it still works as a military watch. It's just it has sort of this sort of brushed chrome here surrounds, and it's got that sort of sports chronograph like a racing watch, I guess. Car racing watch. And I like the sort of little holes in the analog hands there, and then the red little hand there is really cool. And then it's got this sort of countdown thing going on in the side here. I don't know if you can see it at the top there. It counts down sort of 15 seconds, which is quite a nice little feature. Functionality, got loads of modes, of course. So the mode button is here. Oh, it's got a light, and I should talk about the light in a minute, but you can see it lights up. But also what's really cool is if I press this, keep it pressed, right, now it's got auto light. So if I'm wearing it on my wrist, I'll try and simulate this, wear it on my wrist, and I want to look up, there we are, comes on automatically. Isn't that cool? See, just by rocking, having a look. Oh, what's the time? And the light comes on automatically. I hope you can see that. I'll do it one more time. There we are. You can switch that functionality off. It's just the light switch, which is at the top here. Keep it depressed, and then it switches off. And it's switched off because there's a, there we are, that's the manual light. So you can do it manually, or you can set it to automatic, where, as I say, it comes on. Alright, let me switch that off. Keep it pressed. Now, and the little black bar in the top corner, you probably can't see it because the reflection has gone off. So now that functionality doesn't work, but the light does if I just switch it on like that manually. Which I took a little while. If I'd read the manual, I would have realised to find out, because I did think it was a bit fiddly if you want to suddenly, look at your watch in the dark. You have to do it manually all the time. But actually, that functionality of it automatically coming on is really cool. Other modes. So obviously you've got the standard analog time, and then you've got the digital time in there. Then you've got a timer. So it's on, you can't really quite see because unfortunately it's 3 o'clock. Little hands over it, but it's got 5 minutes. Basically a countdown timer, and you can just press forward, and then you'll see hopefully it's counting down. Can you see it counting down? So I'm going to go out of focus there, counting down. It'll count down 5 minutes. What else has it got? A stopwatch, standard stopwatch. You'll see the go, and then not only is it, I hope you can see that, there we are, see that counting down, but you've also got this, so you've got these sort of microseconds spinning around there. So that's 1 second, 2, 3, so hundreds of seconds, the tenths and hundreds of seconds spinning around there on the side. Try and get the reflection out of the way. You can see that. Can you see that there? I think so. That's all right. Okay, and then so that's a stopwatch functionality. You've got alarms. You can set the alarms. There are 4 alarms. In fact, if I go back, that says handset. Let's go back. Right, you can also set the time location. Just whiz through there. Did you see that? Let's go back. Stopwatch. Right, alarm 1, alarm 2, alarm 3, alarm 4. Can you see that? Right. And then a signal alarm. Right. So you've got different alarms you can set. This is for setting the handset, which you can do, and then it will. You put the time in, and then it moves the hands around. I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to reset the time. But very easy to do. Go back to the time, and if I forward this, it's got the day, Saturday, the date, the American date there, 12th of the 3rd. So that's December. There's a time. And you can also, if I just go through this a minute, go back to the time, and if I press here, no, that's not what I want. Where's that? Bear with me 1 minute. Go through the time. Right. What I should be able to do, bear with me a minute, I've lost it, is it will give you the different time zones as well. So if I, there we are, yeah, here we are. So I don't know what YBL is, YH1, Delhi, DL, Dakar I suppose, BGN, I'm not sure what BGN is, Bangkok, BKK, Bangkok, Hong Kong, Tokyo. You're not really seeing these, are you? I'll go through them there. Can you see Sydney? Honolulu? Not sure what that one is. Honolulu, Ankara, I guess is Ankara. LAX, Denmark is that? Chile? New York. Don't know what that one is. Rio. And back to GMT, so Greenwich Mean Time. I hope you saw that, but basically you can set different time zones. It will tell you the time in various different time zones. So this is a very quick review. I just want to show some of the functionality. As I say, it's got these this nice little speed dial here, the sort of timer, 15-second timer that's constantly on. It's nice sort of rubbery sort of plastic strap, which I like. Sort of. But it's got a sort of more sporty feel to it, and its look with this sort of slightly brushed chrome look. So it's not a shiny chrome; it's just sort of slightly brushed chrome, which is a really a nice little touch. The buttons are very accessible. It's a G-Shock, so it's still rugged. Don't get me wrong. Just because it's sort of sporty aspirations, it's still a rugged watch. It's standard Casio markings. You probably won't be able to see with the reflections there on the back, but it's shock resistant. It's not a massive watch, so it's not a super watch. I'll put it on my wrist, and you'll see. Bear with me 1 minute. About the same size as the other one. If you've seen the other review, I don't have massive wrists, but it's not one of these giant watches. It's not like sort of 44mm diameter size. It's slightly smaller than that, but perfect for me. I don't have to say I don't have massive wrists. I'm not one of these sort of giant guys who can wear a sort of super oversized watch. They look a bit silly on my wrist, but this is a good size. G-Shock do bigger sizes. G-Shock do the bigger size watches, but this is a nice comfortable size. I think it looks really stylish, a little bit different from your standard G-Shock look. As I say, more of a sporty appeal rather than sort of hardcore rugged rubberized appeal to it, but overall I think it's a great little watch. I highly recommend it. I enjoy it. I think it's about $85 or something if you go to Amazon, something like that, $85, $89. I'm not entirely sure, but might be able to pick it up a bit cheaper on eBay. But generally a really nice, cool watch, and one that I would recommend. So check it out. This is top 10 military wristwatches. You can click the links below, find out more on our site where we've got lots of kind of reviews and stuff. And this is the G-Shock AW590-1A, the G-Shock AW590-1A analog digital chronograph sports watch from the brilliant G-Shock. I love G-Shock watches, especially the analog ones. So until next time, any questions, just drop me a line and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thank you.